back from a 3-1 series deficit. The Nuggets have made it clear they do not fear any team. But according to Fox Bet, the Lakers are huge favorites to win the series at -650. Shannon, is this now LeBron's easiest path to a ring?
Skip Bailey, boy, you unbelievable, Skip. You good. I know you. You good. Now it's his easiest path.
I didn't say that. She just asked you a question.
I know, you. This is you.
Jenny didn't say it is.
No, don't talk to Jenny. We're not talking to Jenny. She's way over there.
She asked the question.
I know what Jenny asked.
And you're trying to flip the question as if it's the wrong question.
No. The problem that I have with the question is that when he spent his first 15 years in the East, he could never, ever do in the East what he's doing in the West. He could never be a #1 seed in the West. How could that possibly be? Okay.
Can I answer that?
No, you can't, because it's not your turn. She asked me. See, there you go. That's how we gonna do this. So he became a #1 seed in the Western Conference. Then it was, he's playing the greatest 8th seed of all time. You and many others said that. He beat them.
You continue to put words in my mouth.
No.
What was my prediction before the Portland series?
Did you say that was...
No, I did not. What was my prediction? What did I predict?
Your predictions are terrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm up 42 cases of diet due on you, and my predictions are terrible.
Your predictions are terrible.
Really?
They're terrible.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. He gets the #1 seed. He beat the 8th seed Portland Trailblazers with Dame Lillard, who just made his 4th, 5th, maybe even 6th All-NBA team.
Yeah, that's for the regular season.
Oh, hello, Skip. You got to make something, okay?
Yeah.
He did that. Then the Houston Rockets. Is James Harden any good? MVP. He's also All-NBA. Russell Westbrook, All-NBA, former MVP. He beats them. And remember now, he lost both first games to both teams, ran the table after that. Now, all of a sudden, the team that everybody said universal, the Clippers are it. This is LeBron's kryptonite.
Yep.
They couldn't get over the hump. Now it's the easiest path.
Yep.
If it was so easy, why didn't the Clippers beat the Nuggets?
What does that have to do with this path?
So
they didn't beat the Nuggets,
so how did it get so easy? So clearly, in a 4-game, first of all...
Wait, are you going to predict the Nuggets are going to knock off the Lakers?
I ain't predicting anything.
Okay.
I'm saying in a 4-game series, the best team will always win. That's not always the case in football, because anything can happen. Somebody make a 55-yard field goal, somebody get a tip pass interception. But are you going to get that 4 times? And considering that this team was down by double digits in every game that they came back and won, clearly.
Okay, lie detector. Were you more afraid of the Clippers or the Nuggets? Help me out.
Nuggets.
Be honest.
Nuggets.
Oh, stop it.
Nuggets.
You know what? The lie detector just went.
Let me tell you why. Because Kawhi has never had the pressure to be big dog with the expectations like he faced going to the Clippers. I already knew what Paul George was about. Now, you've got a history. Now, as I say, if you study history, you'll understand what the present is and what the future will be. When has Paul George ever? Okay.
You've argued constantly with me. The Indiana Pacers had Paul George. And you're like, that was a real test for LeBron. And I kept saying he's George Paul in the playoffs.
Skip. All I'm saying is that for that series, that's how Paul George made his name, by going 6, 7 games with the Miami Heat. He did that. He didn't have any other superstar. I mean, he's doing that with Roy Hibbert. Roy Hibbert had a great couple of years. And then,
so which is he?
No, Skip. He had a great moment. But if you look at him since, what was that? That 4-game sweep when he passed up that shot?
I've said from day one about George Paul, he's not an alpha. He's a complimentary star. He's talented, but he does not have winning intangibles.
How about this, Skip? He's a superstar player, but he hasn't had his greatest moments in superstar moments when they're supposed to shine the brightest. He hasn't had those moments. But if you look at Yoke and you look at Murray, Skip, after being down 3-1, that should tell you what they're made of. The dude dropped 50 and 50 and 42, and Yoke is a walking triple-double. Skip, the guy's 7 foot tall. I'm watching him shoot wrong foot 15-footers and swishing nothing but net. So for me, see, the thing is, Skip, how is that What's that? Load management working for Kawhi. Oh, Kawhi load management. Only thing matters is the playoffs. And now I'm hearing they ain't got no chemistry. Now I'm hearing there's all kind of dissension. You hearing that too, huh, Skip?
Yep.
I ain't hear none of that during the season. Even Paul George says, nobody expected us to, this was never a championship or bust. Yes, it was. In June, you said that when they put this team together, it's always the expectation was always championship. Now you lose, you want to change the narrative. I'm not going to.
I didn't change the narrative.
I'm saying Paul George. Oh. Skip, you got to stop this. Because they got the #1 seed, because there is no home court advantage, it's basically, they asked Coach Belichick yesterday, what was the difference between playing with no fans and playing with fans? He's like, what did it remind you of? He said, practice. And that's what it is, Skip. That's what it is. Basically, it is. It's basically your family members. And I don't know how many people in a bubble on a given time, I guess, as you progress in the round, Skip, more and more people and family members can come. So what are you thinking? 100, 150 people other than the team that's in that bubble? In the gym. So for me, Skip, no, this is his hardest test. This is LeBron's hardest test. You're not in a test. You're not in a familiar environment. Oh. You're in a bubble. Okay. And we already said it. It's going to be, everybody said, it's going to be a mental challenge. You told me that's what makes the greats great, is the mentality. Now LeBron is mentally tougher than those choking bums, the Clippers. Now you want to try to minimize him, but I won't let you. I won't let you. This will be his greatest challenge, and we're coming out on the other side unscathed.
My turn. After all that balderdash you just spewed all over.
You know what time it is.
Yeah, I know what time it is. It is fourth ring time for LeBron because the NBA gods, the basketball gods said, let there be LeBron. This is meant to be. This is by far his easiest path to ring. By far.
Why is it so easy?
They are now prohibitively favored. Fox Bet has them at 3-5 to win the championship. Guess who's the second favorite? The Miami Heat at 4-1. You threatened by the Miami Heat? Stop it. Nobody saw the Heat coming. Nobody expected them before the year to be much of anything, barely a playoff team at best. And now they're the second favorite to win the championship.
What were the Clippers?
That should tell you it's over.
The Clippers.
Well, they're out.
So how is that LeBron's fault?
Okay. So I told you all year, and I stand by this, the Clippers were built to beat the Lakers. The Clippers would have beaten the Lakers, but the Clippers kept looking past a Denver team that if it gets hot, which is not always, but when it gets hot, it's hard to deal with if you're not taking them seriously. The Clippers quit playing defense. The Clippers forgot how to play offense. We're going to talk about them in just a moment. I don't want to